Hey, boys and girls. Welcome to episode 24 of Chicken Factory in the Sky version 3. Or Sky Factory 3 Sheep, whatever this thing is called. It's been a couple days since I recorded. I did a whole binge of recording episodes the other day and ended up recording like 4 or 5 in a row. So I've been using the time in between now just to grind. It's Friday afternoon. I'm done with work for the week. Got no real plans for the weekend except trying to watch the end of the Australian Open because we've got a really good ladies and men's final. I'm not much of a tennis fan, but with the finals going on for the men and the women, it's going to be hard not to watch. So I'll be doing that at like 3 in the morning. Let's see, tonight and the next night. I think that's how that works. It's on Australia time, so I always get that wrong. But we're at a point to where I've ground out enough stuff, however that's supposed to go, that I need to catch you up because I can't go any farther without really messing up what we're doing. So let's show you what's happened so far. That's still the same. I did do a little upgrade over here. This is not on the list in the notes section. But I went through and this baby was full. I'm talking like 200 plus stacks of Inferium Essence because I've been on for so long, AFKing with the chickens and all. So I went through and let's see. Oh, I moved my Wayla down to the bottom right of the screen because it took up so much room in the middle. I hated it. So if you're looking for it up there, now it's on the bottom right of the screen. Let's see. We've got inferior, prudent, and intermediate. Intermediate's the stage 3. So the regular inferior. Let's just look that up real quick. Inferium. Sometimes you can spell it and then find what you're looking for. So you've got inferior, those give off 1 every time they're harvested. Prudent gives off 2. Intermediate gives off 3. For this, it's the same as the tier. Then there's a 4 and a 5. Everything I've read says stop at 3, because 3 gives you more than enough. So I made enough of the 3 seeds using the refined storage network that I filled up probably 2 rows. It's probably about 14 or 15 of the seeds. And to make those things is not very easy, because you have to make... You start with the green stuff. That's how you make the base seed, the tier 1. Then you got to make the dark green stuff. So 4 of those to make 1 of these. That's how you make the tier 2. Well, then you got to make the orange stuff, the intermedium. That's 4 of those, or 16 of the tier 1 green things, the light green ones. So 16 for 1 of these. It takes 4 of those to make... it takes 8 of these. So that's 8 times 16 is a bunch. That's 128 to make 1 of these seeds. So the amount I made, I used up everything we had in reserve. And the way I put that in the RS system was, no, I didn't take it all out of the box. I just ran a cable over here. And you remember I was telling you about the external storage cards? Well, now there's an external storage here. And this shows exactly what this will hold. That just made life easier. So much easier. And I ran the cable down beside the laser relay. So it just made things easy. I've added a second crafter with nothing in it yet. Second 4K card. The crafter over here. Yeah, you see how I set it up to make all this stuff for us? And it doesn't work quite right because it'll look at the ore dictionary, but it won't look at the NBT data. NBT is what shows damage on items. It's like this guy right here, every time it's used, the NBT changes. It puts a colon after it says, after the infusion crystal. Like, let me find one in here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, so this one, it's infusion crystal 6557 colon 491. Uses left 509. So if I were to use this right now, it would change that from 491 to, let's just use it and see. Okay. Remember right now it's 491 there. So we use it one time. Now it's 492. You kind of get the idea, right? And it's going to change it every single time. So it kind of screws with the processing. When you auto-process stuff, that's not what I'm looking for. So I got those I didn't do manually, but I had to stack everything in there, so it made it a little bit tougher. But it still gave me an idea how much to use. Like, let's say I wanted to make... So I wanted to make this, 64 of these. Well, it will still tell me I need 1,711 plus 22. I would need 3,900 of these to make that. So it would tell me how much. And, you know, that would make 994 of these, which makes 249 of these, which makes a stack of these. So it gives you, at least it tells me how many I would need, which is the main information I was looking for. So that comes in really handy. Wheat I haven't touched. Wheat's still doing its thing. I did go through, this is not hooked up to RS, just because I didn't run the cable over here. But I completely emptied this drawer, and I made a bunch more nests for the chickens, which we're going to go look at in a minute. I've got a couple banners out of loot bags. Nothing special, I just hung them up. I can go through and put patterns on them later if I want to. Now over here, a lot's changed. A lot has changed. Still got the standard kill stuff, all that. I've upgraded this like you would not believe, as you can tell. Ooh, I need to worry about killing off those, don't I? Yes, I do. That's okay, though. So here's what's going on now. I got tired of having to come over here and like empty stuff out. So I put the most common stuff into bigger drawers and then set it up so it could be voided. So like that's what this little symbol up here means. These are void drawers. So this right here is full. So every piece of rotten flesh it gets from here on out will be voided. Same for gunpowder and string. Of course, I did not do that in ender pearls because those are still too valuable to me. Then I set this up so every time it makes a rare loot bag, it gets automatically pulled and stuck over here. And I did use a filter. I made another one of those, used a filter to do that with. Pretty simple. So over here, we'll get automatic legendary loot bag production. Or epics, because I found that I can get some pretty cool stuff out of those too. If you look at this, this is, here we go, loot bags. This is the stuff this one will make. And you can throw the diamond armor and diamond horse armor into the sag mill and get the diamonds back out of it. So I've gotten a ton of diamonds out of the way. That's been pretty nice. The chance cubes, I'm not even playing with in here. That's a Sky Factory thing as far as I'm concerned. I've gotten at least one octadic capacitor, so I've upgraded some of the machines. But this one gives you different things. So it gives you some of the palace crystal. Gives you gas tiers like you saw on the other page. So there's a few different things you get out of this one too. And you can do the gold armor the same way as the diamond and get the materials back from that. So I've been using that. And then I upgraded the mob farm. So now it has, this is dark glass. If you look at the tooltip, it's dark glass. See how it's got the red X's in there? Because even though it looks like it's letting light through, it's not. I added a few more spikes in there so bats die, and one block high mobs also die. That takes care of the, I was about to say the Spanish people. That takes care of the spiders, and it takes care of the little mini people. Like, I guess it's from the Hermit Craft mod, I don't know. But it takes care of all that for us. And then you see the blue thing up there is a lapis lamp. That's why you can see what's going on in there. Because that casts a light that doesn't keep things from spawning. The reason this is smoking now is I put in a cursed earth farm. Because basically I wanted to be able to stand here and watch. You know, I do get bored sometimes waiting on the chickens to do their thing. So I like to stand here and just watch a bunch of stuff die. It makes me laugh on the inside because of how many times they've killed me. Not in this particular playthrough, but overall. Then I put a ton more fans in. Because I noticed just the 5 fans we had, things were getting stuck in the corners or short things wouldn't get pushed. I didn't like that. So I put fans in back here. And it turns out a redstone lever will affect whatever's under it as far as these fans go. Things you learn. Things I probably should have known. That's how that works. So now this is doing a lot more stuff. I mean, it was already OP before, but now it's just like, oh my goodness. How much of this do we have now? I hadn't even checked on this. Okay, almost 5 stacks of Inferium blocks. That's a ton of stuff. Eventually, I'll hook this into the RS system too, so we can access it from over there. I still haven't played with the cows and the sheep. I think I did die a couple more sheep. But it's still the same number. I haven't bred them anymore. The chickens are where I've spent all my time. And I'm talking a ton of time. I'm pretty sure I showed this off last time, the automatic waste in the dirt. So let's look at the new chickens I've gotten. Finally made some red chickens, which I think was the point of an episode 10 or 15 episodes ago. We've got lava chickens now, which might be my favorite chicken so far. We got netherwort chickens, which look really cool. And you see how many are 10-10-10s. Like almost everybody has a sign now. The red ones are not. Like everything I breed, I make sure I only breed 10-10-10s. Because the 10-10-10s breed more 10-10-10s. So like when I mix the nether with the yellow to get glowstone, I automatically got a 10-10-10 baby chicken. So I don't have to worry about breeding it all the way up. We got diamond chickens. I mean, look at the the whaler for this. This one has 42 diamonds in it. This one has another 42. So I can't even hold all those. Oh, crud. I can't even hold all those. Let's fix that really quick. Stick that up in there for a minute. Let's put down a chest. We do not want that. I'll put a torch back in a minute. So I don't want to lose all these diamonds. So let's dump off my building materials for a minute, because we're going to be building something in this episode. Okay. So you see that off of those 2 chickens, I just got 84 diamonds. Not to mention all these diamond eggs. So the eggs you see in here, none of those are a repeat. Every one of those is a 10-10-10 backup egg. So just in case I were to lose, like accidentally kill off a chicken, like say I killed off the redstone chicken, I can go right here, grab the redstone egg, which I happen to have 8 stacks of, and I can make I can make 8 times 16, let's see, 128 redstone chickens if I wanted to. And these go to 8, and then what happens is the rest of the eggs I just throw into here. I don't have any need to keep that many. Honest to God, there's no reason whatsoever. But it's easier for me to put everything in here just by clicking this twice. Just right-click it twice, and it dumps everything in there for you, than it is for me to filter the eggs out. So I just let it stack. These eggs right here are not chicken eggs. These are actually balls of lava. That's right, balls of lava. You can put these into a furnace instead of coal, and they burn. Well, let's get one out and I'll show you. It doesn't show me in there, but I mean, you see, I can get lava. That egg is a bucket of lava. It's kind of hard to beat that. So let's see, we had redstone, what else? The glass chickens are just weird. They're chickens with no head, which I don't really like that very much, to be honest with you. Blue chickens, silver, cocoa chickens. Oh, look at the snowball chickens. They're literally called snowball chickens. And I don't see the point in these except for to breed other chickens out of them, because they just give you snowballs. That's it. They don't do anything else. So I've just kept them around so I can get snowballs out of them. We got copper chickens now. You see this guy's already got a stack and a half of copper on him, as does this one. I mean, they're just ridiculous in how much they output. We're not going to need to quarry because we're going to have all this. Finally got the original chicken, the bone white chicken, finally got him to 10-10-10. Finally got the irons to 10-10-10. So I think this is about half the chickens. I need to just make up a spreadsheet or download one from Reddit, because I've seen some on Reddit, just so I can check off what chickens are left. Because I'm going to make every chicken, just so I have it, but I'm not going to have every chicken out like we do right now. I saw one guy who posted a picture to Reddit that I really liked. He had storage like this. I think his were a little bit taller. And he had one of the animal nets with the 10-10-10 chicken in it for every breed of chicken. Then he had, like, this would be the animal net. Then he had the actual eggs right here, then the drops below it. So, for example, this one that's a netherwort egg. So we'd have the netherwort chicken, then the netherwort egg, the netherwort, and does it drop anything else worth having? No. It drops all the crap, too. Well, literally the crap. But it had the netherworts under it. Some of them drop a couple things, some only drop one thing. But you kind of get the idea there. And they're so easy to breed once they hit 10-10-10. That's why the one back here is empty. This is the breeding chamber, so to speak. So I just take one of these guys and one of these guys. If those two were to interbreed, I stick them both right there until they produce the right egg I want. Then I put them back in the little hut. Nice and simple. The only hard part was getting the base chickens, like these red ones, for example. The only hard part is getting them up to where they're worth breeding with other stuff. It's like red chickens. Be this one. This guy can make red and yellow. We'll make an orange one, which we've already got orange from orange dye. Red and white would make a pink one, which we don't have, so we're going to make a pink one. Blue and red make a purple, which we also don't have. Red and green would make a brown one, which we do have, so we don't have to worry about that. Red and sand make a redstone. We've already got a redstone. I'm not sure how we got a redstone. I haven't updated the pack, so the recipe hasn't changed. But somehow or another, we got a redstone chicken. I don't know how that happened, to be honest with you. And then a slime and a red would make a blood chicken. Interesting. And it gives off red dye, which, you notice I've got that same void drawer over here. I'm going to update some more of these to void drawers. Because honestly, how much bone meal do you need? And how much dye do you need? So I'm gonna do that a lot more with a lot of this, just to take care of it. And then what I think I'm gonna do, I put up a Reddit topic yesterday, I want to say, asking for ideas on how to house these things. I don't want just a platform that looks like a great big schoolhouse. This is stupid looking to me. It's for breeding and for seeing what I've got, it's okay. But honestly, it needs to be about twice as wide with 2 or 3 blocks in between each one. Because it's hard to see what I've got going out there like this. At least for me it is. And I'm looking at this on a 29-inch TV, not just a little computer screen. So, nobody posted anything for me yesterday. I just got downvoted and told I was stupid, basically. But people have been posting today with ideas. And I saw one guy who built this amazing looking barn. And honestly, don't think I've got that kind of talent, but we're going to try it anyway. That's why those building materials are in here. Except for the stuff left over from the mob farm upgrade, which I just finished. So let's see about building. Let's grab the stuff out of this chest. Okay. Now, I started building a platform, and I went on and fenced it in, and then realized just how small the stupid thing is. Bad move on my part. So let's take care of this fence. Go over here and take care of this side, and then we can vein mine the whole thing. Bam. That's good for me. Okay, and that's not the same kind of cobblestone I made, is it? Let's find out. Apparently it is. Okay, so I want this to be a whole lot bigger, and it's just not as big as I thought it would be. And whoever out there said that's what she said, I compliment your hilarity, sir. Because that is the kind of joke I would have made. Okay, now that's the platform right there. That's a good platform. It's going to light this thing up so we don't get any creepers. Because I already had a creeper spawn when it was smaller. And I waited and let it despawn because I didn't really care. The sheep are fenced in, so they're happy. Ooh, that's not good. I need more torches. And that has no more. Alright, I know there's more torches out here somewhere. Let's see. Where did I have? Is that all my torches? I thought I had a wand too, but I can't remember. Nope. Do need that though. Good. Probably need some more of that, to be honest with you. So let's do this. And this. And that. Perfect. Do we have any coal in here? Not as much as I thought, so we'll just do a stack of that. And sticks. Perfect. 1 stack of those, we're good to go. Okay, let's go finish lighting this thing up. And as much as I like the fact that solar power is unlimited, you've noticed I don't sleep a lot on this pack, just because I don't like to. So I'm thinking we might try a different power source. Like, how hard is big reactors to get into? I haven't tried it. I've only built one really good reactor, and that was under 1710. I didn't do it on... I haven't played with... They're not even called big reactors anymore. They're called extreme reactors. I haven't used them at all since they came out for 1.10. I mean, maybe I'm missing out on something here. I'd like to find out. So we're going to look that up. Let's build this wall around here really quick. And then we're going to look it up and see if it's worth diving into. Because I think that's in the quest book anyway. Right, I'm pretty sure that's in the quest book because we have to build a reactor. That was an actively cooled one and a passively cooled one. So we're going to try that. Perfect. And my dog is going ballistic because there's people coming over and he's extremely antisocial. Awesome, awesome dog. Hang on one second. Let's see if I can get him quiet. Okay, I think we should be good for the rest of the episode. I think I took care of the dog. Never can tell with the dog because they don't really talk back to you. As much as I've tried, I've offered my dog every food you can imagine because he's obsessed with food. Nope, he won't talk to me. I mean, I looked at him last night and I said, Monty, if you look at me and say, I want fajitas in plain English, I will give you all the fajitas you can ever eat. You know what he did? He just looked at me. Yeah, he's a dog. What do you expect? You didn't really think he would talk to me, did you? That's sadder than me if you thought that. Okay. So this was a good area to get something started. I'm really thinking this may be... I was thinking about expanding out our... What do you call this over here? Sieving operation. But given how good the chickens are, I think we're going to abandon the sieving altogether. I mean, just straight up abandon it. Because the chickens, we've got iron and gold and diamonds. Let's just look at chickens. Let's see. These are the plain chickens first. So there's emerald. I've already got the steel chickens to 10, 10, 10, so I'll have all the steel we ever need. I'm almost at ender pearls. I think I'm waiting for one thing to get to 10, 10, 10, then we'll have those. Silver, the gas tier chickens, magma cream, nickel, lead, copper, electrum, gold, diamond. Almost got blaze rods. I can't wait to get those. That's lava and gold. Lava is just coal and nether quartz. So we can make that right now. Watch this. Here's how you make that. Nice and easy. Coal and nether quartz. These are the nether quartz. So we grab one of these up. We get the coal, which are really, really cool looking ones like this. Stick them in there. Drop off all the stuff. We just wait. And in the next, I'd say before we end this episode, we should have, what was that, the lava chicken? Yeah, we should have a lava. Oh, wait, no, we've already done that. I've already got lava chickens. Those are over here. That's not what I wanted. I want the blaze rod chicken. So let's put these back. What's it take to get the blaze rod chicken? It's blaze rod, lava, and gold. Okay, let's do that instead. Let's put this one over there. I wonder what these chickens are thinking, how they just magically appear and disappear. Is my gold full? Wow. Let's convert this over to actual gold. We'll just go over here and do it. Because this way I can dump it on the system when we're done. Much, much easier. By the way, check this out. Chest. We made a bunch more iron. Bunch more gold. Used a bunch of iron. So let's do this. Drop all these in here. Now watch this. That's using 4.2 thousand items, right? 4270. Now we just made 58 of those, and that leaves us 3813. So that was 400 items we just took off the list. Not too bad. Okay, so these chickens, have you done it yet? Lava chicken egg. I don't want a lava chicken egg. Okay, but I mean, look, there's water chickens I'm working towards. Night slime, which is a really cool material for your tools. Prismarine, Terra Steel is one I really want. It's Ender Pearl and Prismarine. Because you know how much better it is to get a Terra Steel egg than it would be Elementium, Mana Steel. And I'm going to have to look at the configs because I've heard there's an Awakened Draconium one. And if there is, we're going after it that way. Because I'm not very good at this whole fighting thing in Minecraft. My reaction time was just not there, and it'd be a lot easier just to make it. Look at that, we got more of these. Those must be full. Yeah, those are full, so I can just stick those in there. Conduit yanks it out, sticks it in here, makes dirt, and then puts the dirt back in automatically. Nice and simple. Okay. So I'm thinking about making something over here. And obviously I was thinking about using wood to do it, which I think we need more wood. I'm also going to make the other kinds of wood. Like, I'm calling these ducks because they look like ducks. But you can make a chicken out of any kind of wood. So we can have acacia chickens, we can have dark oak chickens, blah, blah, blah. We can have all that. And I put the wood over here because it's much, much bigger. Come on, guys, give me what I want. Okay, so I want to build a house, not a house, but a building over here to keep all that stuff in. So I'm thinking, should this be multiple buildings over here since I made such a big platform? That might be a cool idea. Like leave the walkway down the middle. Or even change out the cobblestone and put dirt down the middle and have like gardens and things over here too and have multiple little buildings. We'd have like a refined storage building. We could have a machine building. The side over here could be one long glass building. Because we do have a glass chicken. Or 3 or 2. We've got all the glass in here has come from the chickens. There are 5 times 64, 5 stacks, almost 6 stacks of glass that has come from those 2 chickens. Lava chicken egg, didn't need that. Gold chicken egg, didn't need that. So they haven't reproduced yet, they're getting there. I kind of like that idea though. What do you think about having just different things? So let's going to get this started. Let's do 1 here. 1, 2. We're going to go 3 high. And let's see how much this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll go in until it's 5. Like that. We'll have these come across like this. And do we want to keep these at 5 by 5s? Let's go 5 by 9s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. Oh, no, I'd be off 1. I didn't bring an axe with me, so we just have to hit it. Okay, for now we're just going to do torches, because I didn't bring anything with me to light the stuff up with. We will make some better lights, though, I promise. Let's do... For now, I'm just going to make this building square. Just cause. No real reason. Yeah, so we can put... Like, we can do refined storage in here. We can have this entire back wall be crafters. You know, these things. Be these guys. Then we can have like a wall of disk drives over here. Over here can be the terminals. And then inside we'll just decorate it up a little bit. What do you think about that? I like that idea. So we'll put glass up here. I didn't grab any glass, so let's go get some of that. Double check these guys. Nope, no good babies yet. And we'll see about chiseling this glass into something that looks semi-cool too. Now, let's see about the glass first. Let's do something different, because I always pick the same stuff. Let's use this. Do this across the top. Yeah, this makes a connected texture, so that'll look pretty cool. And I don't really want to cover the sky up, because I like the way the sky looks in this pack. I love the garden glass background that's got going on. Okay. Oh, it's got the little streaks. I didn't notice that. That's cool. Now, if we do all that stuff as part of the wall, that means we'll be able to walk around in here. But if I do walls and have them stick out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to leave a corner. If I do them back here, then I get the full 7. Yeah, I think that's definitely how they have to go. What do you think? I think so. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do drives over here, crafters back there, and the terminal. The terminal should be here in the middle, though, shouldn't it? Did I make this the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The terminal should be right there. Let's put that down so we know where it should be. Terminal should be right there, and we can do other stuff on the sides of it. Crafter, yeah. And these will be the crafters for just putting stuff together. We'll have another machine room. Like maybe the next room will be longer, going the rest of the way down, like this. And we'll have it come down. Let's make sure it's an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Perfect. We'll have that come out like that. This will be the machine room for auto crafting. So we'll have a bunch of sag mills in here. A bunch of alloy smelters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should put me even. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And I like using wood instead of using all the rock like we've been using. Because frankly, I've overdone cobble already. It's already getting on my nerves. So we do this. Oh, forgot to close this up. I think. Can I chisel this? Yeah, we can chisel this into uneven vertical. See how that looks. I like that. Same thing over here. That'll work. Okay, and we'll do it up here. Okay. I think you're seeing where I'm going with this. Unfortunately, we're at that mark. I'm going to have to go in and cut this video off. Otherwise, I'll be sitting here like way too long with y'all. Y'all will get bored and quit watching, and it'll be a waste of time for everybody. So I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to finish off this building, start moving machines, start setting up refined storage in here, because I think that's going to be a whole heck of a lot better. And in the next episode, we'll start moving the chickens over, and hopefully I'll have everything to 10, 10, 10. And we'll get into Actually Addition's Phantom Faces. Because I heard good things about being able to not run conduit everywhere and use Phantom Faces to move stuff. So we're either going to do item lasers, because we have a ton of resources now, or we're going to do Phantom Faces. I've never played with Phantom Faces, so that'd be a new experience for me. You get to see me mess up a lot of stuff like we've done all along anyway. Alright guys, thanks for coming out. If you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. If you loved it, share it with your friends. Tell everybody what's going on in this. Thanks so much, man. I'll see you next time.